one of the most important aspects of camping. I've had it for 15 years and it still looks as good as the day I bought it. I do have a slight addiction to cast iron. Overland Everyday Carry. I'm going to show you what I keep in my vehicle, and I want to hear in the comments below what you keep in yours. Starting over here, I have my sleeping bag that I like to keep. This is a Lamilite filled Wiggys brand, W-I-G-G-I-E-S sleeping bag, and I have to tell you, I've slept in a lot of sleeping bags, and I know this is a very contentious issue and everybody has their opinions, but this is the best sleeping bag I have ever had. I've had it for 15 years. I use it all the time and it still looks as good as the day I bought it. I have two pillows, one inflatable and one non-inflatable, but is very compactable. This is actually a backpacking pillow, but I like having two pillows. And this one from Kilos Gear is a great one. It's very comfortable for an inflatable pillow. And then of course, Sea to Summit makes this one, and that they're just a great company. Cooking, over here, I like to carry this aluminum Dutch oven. It has all the functionality of a traditional Dutch oven, but it is way lighter. I do have a slight addiction to cast iron, so I also carry a cast iron pan. This is a new one. I haven't really had a chance to use it yet, but I'm hoping it'll become my new staple. And then of course, I always carry a couple small plates. Here I have my tool kit. So this main tool kit is the Overland Tool Kit, the King of Hammers Tool Kit by Boxo. And then a product called Fix-It Sticks that I've just recently stumbled onto. It's a set of ratchets that uses a T-handle tool. And it's great for getting into all sorts of odd angles and things. Over here I have a tarp made by Texas Bushcraft. Inside the bag is both the tarp, and I put a lot of different lengths and different colors of paracord. So if it's raining, I can string that up between a few trees and have cover over my vehicle, over the back of my vehicle where I might do my cooking, things like that, if I need to do something quick. I also carry just a couple of packets of emergency food. Because this is more of my camping setup, less emergency, more just general camping, I like to carry a lot of fire starters. I like to carry two different kinds of knives. Both of them are full tang knives, meaning that the blade goes all the way through the handle to the back. That makes the knife more rigid, more stable, heavier. This K-bar knife, you can use it for batoning, you can make kindling with it, you can do a lot of different things with it. As where for more nuanced work, just a general bushcraft knife like this one that I have made by Condor is a good just all-purpose camp utility knife. I like to carry a pair of binoculars with me just so I can look at wildlife, see if I can see the trail up ahead, anything you need binoculars for. One of the best things I like both about just camping or an emergency situation, if you find yourself in one, that I like to be prepared for is the ability to procure food, because these are great, but you can't live off of them very long. That's why I like to carry flies and my fly rod. This is the Pescador on the fly, made by El Jefe. You'll see a lot of woodworking equipment that I have and that I keep in my vehicle. If you need to build some furniture for your camp, a table or a shelter or something like that, having some of these tools that I'm going to go over is essential. And one of the starting places is the pocket saw. This is a Nordic Pocket Saw. I just bought it off of Amazon, and it is a small chainsaw with a chainsaw chain on it that you can use to cut larger pieces of wood. Here I have my solar panel by Nest Out. That goes well with all of my batteries, but my Nest Out battery and light here. This solar panel will comfortably and easily charge that battery to full charge within a couple of hours. Moving on, I have my forest axe. I have my hatchet, which this is a new hatchet. I broke the handle on my old one, and so I decided to spring for this Gransford Brook hatchet, which I love. It's the same company that made my forest axe that I've had for a long time. Very well made, very light, good quality steel. Between these two pieces, my Nordic Pocket's a collapsible bow saw, a limb saw, and this small auger. Basically, either in an overlanding situation or in an emergency situation, you'll be able to build anything you need. Next, I have my Leatherman Super Tool. A lot of Leathermans out there, a lot of advantages, disadvantages to each kind. This Super Tool 300 is, in my mind, just the most robust Leatherman there is out there. It's big, it's chunky, has a lot of good tools on it, doesn't have a lot of specialty tools. This is strictly just a multi-tool, but it does that perfectly. Here I have my personal defense weapon. It is a Springfield XD 40. I was a former police officer. Personal safety is just something I value either for myself or anybody else who needs it out on the trail. However, if you do not have formal military or law enforcement or some other certified training to handle firearms, don't take it with you. Firearms can get you in far more trouble than they can get you out of if you are not properly trained to know how to use them. Next, I have just a few comfort items. It's just a piece of cloth, and the towel in this case is this shmog. It's great. You can wrap it around your head. You can use it for a pillow. You can use it for an arm sling for first aid. And then here I just have the end of a Thermarest sleeping pad. My dog helpfully chewed up the other end that is no longer there. But I like to bring this. I use it a lot for backpacking, just as a seat. In overlanding, it's great for kneeling on when you're working on your vehicle. First aid. I carry a first aid kit, which I put together myself, and a casualty blanket. Here I have my recovery kit. This is just my basic recovery kit that I carry every day. I'll link a video that we did unboxing and going through the items in my recovery kit below, so please click on that if you're interested in building your own recovery kit. Moving along to one of the most important aspects of camping, how you prepare your morning coffee. I carry a small cup to act as a pot, a drip coffee device made by Stanley, some local coffee that I got here and really like. Then my jet boil, my water filter, my Katahdin pocket water filter, some Snow Peak stuff that has just some extra cups if I have some people with me who didn't bring a cup. And then I have a Bushcraft edition, or Bushcraft Essentials wood stove. This is a collapsible wood stove. It's actually big enough to be able to hold the Dutch oven or the pan. Water bottles. I keep this filled with water all the time. I change it about every 6 months or so, but it's treated chlorinated water. I like the Clean Canteen product because it is a single-walled aluminum body. It does not have multiple layers and insulation in the middle, meaning you can boil water directly in the bottle. Of course, assuming that you have removed the lid. Here is a small little air pump for my air mattress. I use just an inflatable backpacking air mattress. This one's insulated, so since it's winter time right now, keeps you a little warmer on the bottom. And then lastly, this is a new tool that I have made by Hardcore Tools. It's a hardcore hammer, but it has a digging tool on the back. So the axe part is actually designed to use with like roots and things like that, but this is more of a digging tool than a wood tool. Okay, that's it. That is my Overland EDC kit. This is what I carry in my vehicle every day, and I want to hear what you carry in yours. Please leave a comment below and let us know what you got. Thanks, and we'll see you on the trail.